Hey, this is JB, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite things about working at a seafood processing plant in Alaska. So in 2007, 2008, and then 2017, 2008, 16, 17, and 18, I worked in seafood processing plants in Alaska, first in Seward, Alaska, and then in Dutch Harbor, Alaska. And honestly, I don't have very many things that are my favorite thing about working at a seafood processing plant in Alaska because it's terrible. It really is. Um, you work up to 18 hours a day, 7 days a week for months straight. Um, and the conditions are you're wet, you're working very quickly, it's very repetitive, it's not interesting, you're not learning very much. It's just very physically and mentally draining. And like depending on where you are, you could either be living in company housing or you could be living in a tent or a we call the storage container that's owned by the company. And the food, sometimes you have to pay for it, sometimes you don't. And it's not the best food in the world. Sometimes not very bad, and sometimes actually good, but not the best. But anyway, my favorite things about working in the plant are that, especially in 2007, 2008, um, there was this program called J1 Visa Program, where these people from different parts of the world, mostly Eastern Europe, came to the United States for the summer. It was supposed to be like a cultural exchange and work program for them so they could come over here and work, make money, learn about the country, United States, meet people here, and have cultural exchange. Wasn't really like that much because we're working so much. But I got to meet people from all different parts of the world, including those people from Ukraine. I ended up going to Ukraine for a couple of weeks, almost 3 weeks, and staying there with my friend, a lady named Natalia, and she lives in Ukraine. So I went to Ukraine for 3 weeks, hung out there, and a lot of my other friends live in that same city, and so I got to see what their country was like. They got to see part of my country, and I met all kind of other people from all different other parts of the world. People from all over Africa, all over Asia. I already said Europe. People from Mexico and Central America, and so the good thing about working in that kind of place is you meet people from all over, and you learn about them, you learn about their lives, their countries, their religion, their language, their cultures, um, their food, all different kind of things. So it's very enriching in that way, um, and you make friendships with people, relationships that last a long time. So 2007, a long time ago. That's what 17, 18 years ago, and I'm still friends with a lot of these people through Facebook, and I communicate with them sometimes. I keep up with them. I know what's going on in their lives, and they know what's going on in my life, and I have a much better understanding of the world because I met those people, and they shared information with me, and I think they have a better understanding of the United States because I shared information with them. So that was a great part. And the uh, other thing that I liked about working in Alaska is that I got to go to Alaska. Not very many people in the United States get to go to Alaska because it's kind of out of the way. Like you don't go to Alaska by accident. I mean, you have to like work at it because like you could accidentally go to Nebraska when you're driving from California to New York or whatever. But like Alaska is way out there, so you have to have a plan. You have to have a reason to go there. And the thing about Alaska is it's very big. It has everything in Alaska is big, just like in Texas. Everything in Texas is big. In Alaska, they have big mountains. They have lots of land, open space, um, lots of water, rivers, lakes, the ocean, obviously, bays. Uh, and it's just like a different world. This is not something that you see in North Carolina, like where I was from. This is completely different. It's wild still, and it probably will be for a very long time. Um, you're gonna see like bears, moose, all different kind of animals, eagles flying everywhere. Um, Depending on where you are. But the places I was, I saw eagles very often. And then like we would sometimes, if, a few times, um, depending on how much we worked. If we got a short day, then we would go out in the woods, make a fire, drink some beer, cook some steaks or some brats or whatever we wanted to cook. Uh, and just talk, have a good time, um, enjoy the scenery and the environment, and make memories. And so um, I'll always remember that, like all the good times I had, and except for the ones that I can't remember because I was way too drunk. But but it's nice, and like sometimes I would, I guess when I went to Seward, it's not that far from Anchorage. I took the train, and the train ride's amazing. You get to see, all the countryside and go through forest and see um, rivers and glaciers and bays and all kinds of stuff. It's really nice. And off in the distance, you see bear. But I would take boat rides. They have like tourist boats. You take a day trip, several hours, 5 6 hours, um, to different places, different islands, and different inlets that have glaciers, and you see whales and different marine life. It's pretty awesome. So I definitely enjoyed that. But if you can avoid it, don't work at a seafood processing plant. Um, but do the other things. Meet people from different countries and go to beautiful places. So, long story short, those are the two things that I enjoyed most about working in seafood processing plants in Alaska. Thanks for watching.